Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a truly amazing weekend. I hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving if you were celebrating, and I hope that you were able to spend it with people who you enjoy the company of. Let's leave it at that. I might make a little bit more clear what I mean in the Sunday musing, but let's keep it at that for the chicken and garden. As you can see, I am back in the garden. As you can also see, I am walking again. My knee, thank you for all the well wishes, my knee is a lot better than it was. It is definitely still not 100%. And I have been icing it lots this week, and I have been very busy trying to make sure that I don't overdo it. The weather's been really nice this week. And I've been tempted to go out on the motorbike, but I haven't, because even though I can now walk and I can put weight on my knee, all it takes is one emergency maneuver and me needing to, you know, put my foot down at a point where the bike's not 100% balanced, such as an emergency stop, and I could potentially do more damage to my knee. So I've decided not to. Anyway, look at this. We've got more broccoli coming up. I know, all I seem to show you on this channel is broccoli, but broccoli is growing really well. We have some surprise broad beans or fava beans. Forgive the fact that everything is very overgrown, but look at this. This is broad beans, fava beans that have decided to grow, and they do grow late into the season, so maybe I'll get some more beans. Who knows? I also have some winter cabbage that is doing really well. I also have something in my shoe. I try and get it out of my shoe because I want to actually be able to walk normally. And believe it or not, I've still got strawberries. They're not ripening off anymore, but I have some green strawberries down here, which is like the third week of November. Come on, guys. It's time that you should be giving up on all of that. It is now definitely into the fall/autumn period, and we actually had our first frost the other day, which was really nice actually to come out in the morning and feel, oh, I need to put a proper coat on, not this body warmer here, or gilet as some people like to call it, an actual factual body warmer. You'll notice also that Adira Tull, our pickup truck, is part like this, and the reason it's part like this is not necessarily a chicken and garden thing, although look, there's a chicken who has escaped. We'll sort you out in a minute, my dear. This is now fully functioning at last. Sometime during the week, this thing, which is the dark start battery, it's like a 12-volt battery that keeps this system running if the power goes off. This stopped working and the truck stopped communicating with the charging station, but now it works again. So yay. I guess this is good, right? It works and I'm happy about it, and that is a very good thing. So if I want to run the house off of the truck needs to be parked here, because this has a Bluetooth connection between this and the rear seat of the truck. I'm going to make a proper video about it, but as I was here, I just thought I'd share. In terms of our feathered friends, who I am just about to put to bed, it is getting, they have lost quite a lot of their feathers, and they are getting a bit fed up with the fact that they are unable to fly. That hasn't stopped some of my hens, as you can see, from escaping, but you're going to have some fresh food in the morning by the looks of that. It does mean that some of my hens are looking very, very sorry for themselves right now, and I have to be very, very careful about how I climb down, because I don't want to hurt myself. So I can kick with this knee now. It does hurt a little bit when I do it though, so I have to be very careful. And I'm going to open this up for my hens. Do you want to go in? Can you go in? Hopefully if I do this, they'll all jump up in a minute, because multiple hens, I think most of my hens have figured out that it's bedtime. I hope most of my hens have figured out that it's bedtime. Anyway, Other things going on in the garden is that last weekend I actually made a stew, and I used carrots and potatoes and decided to use the peelings to make some vegetable crisps, and they were very, very yummy. I actually enjoyed them a lot. Come on, there you go. There are 3 chickens, 1, 2, 3, who are now all back in their boudoir for the evening, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to move this little thing up here because some of my chickens have unfortunately have been thinking, brain is not wording, that it would not be nice to go up on the roost bars, and instead they want to go to sleep in the nest boxes where they lay eggs. Problems is that chickens lay eggs in them during the daytime, and when they sleep in there at night time, they poo in their sleep. You may not know this about chickens, but they poo in their sleep, so they poo where they sleep. Now, if they're on a roost bar, obviously the poo goes to the floor, but if they're in a nest box, it goes in the nest box, and that's not particularly nice. Anyway, you didn't really need to know this. With the frost, we now cannot easily prune these back. I'm not going to prune these back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait until the spring before I deal with all of that. We also got rid of all of our apples, as I told you in last week's chicken and garden update. And the potato that doesn't want to quit is still, can't believe it, it's still making potatoes. So if you come over here, I will show you what's in this one. Look at this, down here. This still looks really healthy. And if I just go down here a little bit, you will see in a second, maybe some roots and some potatoes. Maybe, she says. Where does that one go down? There's a potato down there, I think. There's one. So that's a new potato that's growing in the middle of the winter. Well, in the middle of the end of autumn. How about that? And I've now got soil all over my hands. That's a good job, Nikki. The trees are looking amazing, though, at this time of year. If you check out our cherry trees, there's one right there. The absolute colour that we are seeing from them is absolutely amazing. And while a lot of the trees in our area are evergreen, when we do have trees that start producing flowers, it is beautiful to see. And I'm very, very grateful to live in the Pacific Northwest. So I'd love to know what you used from your garden this weekend in your Thanksgiving meal. We are making probably an apple crumble, or maybe an apple and blackberry crumble, or an apple and blackberry pie, using blackberry jam that we made in the summer and apples from our tree. We've still got, as I say, we harvested about 21 kind of the last apples that were available. There are still a few on the tree, but most of them are pretty much done for the season. So tell me what you've been up to. What have you been making? What did you share for Thanksgiving from your garden? And tell me what you're planning on doing. Look, my greenhouse is there. We're going to start doing things in there in a couple of weeks' time. Tell me what you've started planning, because I feel very, very behind the times. And with my knee injury and everything else, I'd quite like to live a little vicariously through you all. So share what you've been up to in the down below. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got any thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube, helping us cover our bills, pay our team, and making sure that we can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed below, just follow the links. There are a range of different tiers you can sign up for from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, just about $10.08 a year. A huge welcome to our newest supporters: Conrad Young, Neon Frog, Siobhan Greeny, Alan Savage, Scotty, Ray Mario, Jennifer, Nesklova, and the Lord of Chaos. Thanks for becoming part of the TE crew. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have an old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at. The address is also linked below. And if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store also in the down below. We've got some great content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed on PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you again soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we here also think that this one is well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving.